Good afternoon and welcome to 55 Plus Live. My name is Nick England.
And I'm Leela Peg.
And today is Tuesday, May 4th. It's May the 4th be with you.
May the 4th be with
Star
you all.
Wars Day. What?
Woo!
We're not going to really talk about Star Wars today. Sorry to disappoint anybody that's watching, but it's fun to mention.
We should start a 55 plus Star Wars group.
Maybe. I'm a huge Star Wars fan, to be honest with you.
I am too. And the first trilogy back in the 80s is still my favorite.
Yeah. I grew up with the episode 1 through 3.
Yes.
Like I was like a kid when all those were coming out, so those are my favorite. I have like
right.
a bias, and I imagine the new generation is probably in love with the new one. So
I love the 4 through 6.
Yeah.
He loves
cool.
the 1 through 3.
And then, you know, the
other
Zoomers
stuff
out there can have the the last ones anyway. All right, so what do we have? What's going on in May?
So much is going on in May. Oh my goodness, it's the first week of May and the weather is, or actually it started last week. The weather is glorious.
Yes.
Getting up into the 80s. First time I wore sandals and shorts. So yeah, we are in spring and it's beautiful and cicadas are coming.
The cicadas are coming, right?
Cicadas are coming.
Yeah, that's exciting. We're going to feature a little bit more about that in the next show.
Yes.
But those everybody's favorite bugs that pop out. These are like every 17 years or something like that.
I think they come. There
I know
are
there's
also
different
7-year
ones,
cicadas,
but
these are this is the big one.
Yeah.
And my kids were actually digging down deep and finding them in the ground already. So you can find some in the ground already.
Oh my gosh.
They're getting ready to, you know.
I can go
fully
without digging up bugs. That's not my deal. But anyway,
Yeah.
we have Cinco de Mayo's tomorrow. That's exciting. Make your Mexican restaurant reservations now if you haven't already.
Or takeout
they're gonna
if you
be,
prefer.
Because it's going to be busy.
It's going to be busy. I think Americans celebrate Cinco de Mayo more than Mexicans do.
Yeah, exactly.
But it's an excuse to eat
Absolutely.
Mexican food.
One of my most favorite cuisines in the world.
Me too.
That's for sure.
Me too.
Mother's Day is coming up.
Yes, Mother's Day. And we actually have a little segment, our top 5 segment for this show is on kind of celebrating Mother's Day. And that is May 9th. So not this, it's this weekend. Oh my goodness.
Yeah. Oh wow. I gotta get ready for my mother.
Yeah.
Anyway, what else do we have going on?
And then we've just, there's a ton of programs and events going on, and Memorial Day is at the end of summer, which is, I guess, or at the end of May, which I guess is the really kind of the kickoff for summer.
Yeah.
And speaking of summer, we will be talking more about the summer guide and registration in our next 55 Plus Live show, so don't miss that.
Great. Yeah, we have a great show for you guys coming up. Of course, we'll have Sydney with the program forecast. We have our front yard interview with Elizabeth. She's going to be interviewing the 55 Plus biking group. Tori Gwilliam, registered dietitian and nutritionist who does some cooking demonstrations for us, is going to be giving us a sneak peek. And then, of course, like you mentioned, we have the top 5 segment to close this up, and that's going to be focusing on Mother's Day. So lots of fun things coming up, but first we'll go to Sydney with the 55 Plus program forecast. Take it away, Sydney.
Thanks, Nick and Leela. I'm Sydney Reed, and I'm here with your program forecast for the next 2 weeks. Let's start with Wednesday the 5th, Cinco de Mayo. In the morning, get out and enjoy the cicada-free outdoors while we still have it, with a 55 plus walk. Also on the 5th, get your Apple product questions answered in individual appointments in the program Mac, iPhone, and iPad. On Thursday the 6th, check out Travel Trivia. Travel the far reaches of the globe with a stimulating trivia challenge. Connect with 55 plus friends and meet new people along the way. Also in the evening on the 6th, register for the very popular program Artists Chat. Join Jennifer Droblin, community arts programmer, an experienced artist, for an open dialogue on techniques, materials, and creative expression. On Friday the 7th, join a virtual field trip to the National Women's History Museum by watching the video Women Computers. This film talks about people like Katherine Johnson, who was portrayed in the movie Hidden Figures. These were integral members of NASA's team. This program is called Black Women and the Space Race. Also on the 7th, in the program, the Metropolitan Museum of Arts of Africa, Oceania, and the Americas, discover historical forms of expression that have flourished in sub-Saharan Africa, the islands of the Pacific, and North and South America for more than 4,000 years. Looking into next week, starting on Monday the 10th, get outside and work on your chi in the program Tai Chi in the Park. Also on the 10th, learn a fun new skill in the program Beginner's Latin Dance. On Tuesday, the 11th, enjoy a virtual afternoon concert with the program Acoustic Cafe. Another relevant program on the 11th is Virtual Medical Visits, a how-to guide. In this program, learn how to get quality medical care without leaving your home, day or night, through a telehealth appointment. Dr. Nardin Cahill from the Virginia Hospital Center will provide step-by-step guidance. Sorry if I pronounced your name wrong, doctor. On Wednesday the 12th, check out the program Estate Planning Beyond Wills and Trusts. Estate planning involves much more than simply drafting a will. The primary purpose of an estate plan is to help examine your financial needs and assets and to create a plan for you and your family's future. On Thursday, the 13th, we're welcoming all movie lovers to meet to discuss the monthly film Rebecca. Be sure to stream the film prior to the session to properly enjoy the discussion. Finally, closing out the week on Friday the 14th, there are lots of programs to choose from, but I just wanted to highlight the program Recipe Roundtable, Favorite Dessert. Join us to share your favorite recipes with 55 plus friends and neighbors. Is your favorite dessert wonderful because of the memories attached, or does everyone love how delicious it is? I hope you find a few virtual and outdoor programs to check out within the next 2 weeks. Until next time, back to you, Leela and Nick.
Thanks, Sydney. As you can see, we have a lot of interesting programs going on in May. And we talked about this last show, but we want to plug it again, make sure that it's on your calendar.
Our special
We have our special event.
Springo! Yeah.
And hopefully you got the 55 plus happenings in your email because it has the official flyer for the Springo event, and that's going to be at Bluemont.
At Bluemont Park, and
Yes.
it's specifically at 4th Street and
Manchester.
Thank you. It's not in the one that's near the tennis courts. If you go online when you go to register, on the event page, there's a little map that can tell you exactly where to go. Just want to point that out specifically. But yeah, that's a really exciting event coming up. Make sure you register. We have a cap on how many people we can let in. But we're going to do a fun, friendly, safe event, first special event in the parks.
Yay.
So we're looking forward to it.
Yes, and we are hoping for good weather, and that will be on May 18th, and
Yep.
hopefully the cicadas won't be hitting us in the face.
That's right. Exactly.
Lots of prizes, and just great to see, people
Sponsored by
in
the
person.
Alliance, yeah.
Yes. And then also wanted to put on your calendar Acoustic Hour in the Park, and that's going to be at Virginia Highlands Park, featuring Ed and Phil. They're going to be playing their guitars and singing, and hopefully, again, it's a beautiful day, and that is May 26th at 12:30 p.m. If you wish, you can, bring your own lunch, but it's a bring your own chair or blanket type of thing, and socially distance, and just enjoy some music in the park.
Nice.
Isn't that cool?
Yeah, absolutely.
And I also just wanted to plug the Rock Music Legends. Carl Gold has been doing this program for a while. This next one is on May 18th also, but it's going to be about the Brill Building, which has like a kind of a historic background with just music legends, and Carl is just such a wealth of knowledge about music history. So check that out.
Yep. There's, if you didn't see it, there's a virtual medical visits, how-to guide. If you know anybody who's like hesitant with the whole virtual programming or virtual doctor's appointments and is maybe not able to come in person, be sure to recommend this one. It's a good program as well, and we want to get as many people in as possible.
Yes, and that is kind of such a new thing to do. Doctors, I haven't done it yet. Have you done a virtual?
I did it once, and
You did?
it was pretty easy. Yeah, it's
Okay.
pretty straightforward, but I was a little hesitant at first as well. So
Right,
it ended up
right.
working out really well. Yeah,
And it
so.
probably would help a lot to get some tips on how to get the best,
Yeah.
just the best visit virtually.
Yeah.
You don't think it would be, but I think it's been working out really well for people. And just May 11th, that's on May 11th. May 11th is like a really good day to check out some of our wellness and health virtual programs. There's another program, Stress Management in Today's Climate. And that's on May 11th as well. And that is with Kate Chutuape with Virginia Hospital Center. And, things are still, there's still some stressful things that people are going through right now. And, a lot of people are vaccinated, which is great, but, some people are still, really cautious and still worried about some things. And so I think the stress management thing, it will be a great program.
Yeah.
And coping with COVID. Coping with COVID is also May 11th.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so now we have Elizabeth with our front yard interview, and she'll be interviewing the 55 plus biking group.
Hi, and welcome to another segment of Front Yard Interview. I'm here at beautiful Bluemont Park on the bike trail with Jesse Aronson. Hi, Jesse. Thanks for coming out today.
Hi, Elizabeth. Thanks.
So, have you always been a biker?
Yes, I grew up in New York City, in Brooklyn, where we used bikes and public transportation for our transportation to get around. It wasn't a car culture where we drove everywhere. So I've been using a bike regularly for as long as I can remember.
Okay. So, Jesse, you're a volunteer with our 55 plus biking group. Can
Right.
you tell us a little bit about the group?
The group has regular rides aimed at people in the 55 plus community. So we ride at comfortable pace and comfortable distances, and just like to create a good group environment to get outside and get active.
Can you tell us some details about some upcoming trips you're offering?
Sure. We've been doing one trip a month, and the one for May is going to be from Gravelly Point to National Harbor. And then in June and July, we'll have a trip every week on Thursday to destinations like Meadowlark Gardens and out to Reston on the W&OD Trail, and just all around. So, different
That's-
thing every week.
Well, that sounds fun. Do you have a favorite Arlington bike trail that you use?
Oh, well, that's why we're here on the W&OD, because that's my favorite. It goes through Arlington from down in Shirlington all the way out to East Falls Church, and of course continues way out to Purcellville. So it goes through nice parkland. It goes through lots of towns and places. So I'm on it all the time.
Oh, great. And can you tell us about any advice that you might give someone who's just starting out to become a biker?
Sure. Well, of course, the first thing is to get a bike that fits you, that you're comfortable on and is in good shape. And of course, a bike shop can help you with that. And the basic accessories, a helmet and a lock for if you're going somewhere and need to leave your bike. And the trails, as we talked about, are a great resource because you can ride there comfortably without worrying about traffic. So as you get comfortable with the bike, it's a good place to be riding. And of course, to find a community, ride with other people, because that, we all need community in this day and age, and it's always good to be outside exercising with other people. And so that's my other piece of advice.
Well, thank you for joining us today. And if you're interested, check out the 55 Plus guide for all the trip details. Now back to you, Nick and Leela.
All right, thank you, Elizabeth. Another great interview with her, and always love those little segments.
I know, and the 55 plus biking group, they're hopefully this will encourage other people to join that group because
Yeah.
Arlington is such a bike friendly place.
Absolutely. There's so many trails and places to go, so many scenic areas of Arlington.
Yeah.
Being so small, you know, it's awesome. So up next we have Tori William. She is a registered dietitian nutritionist, and she has some cooking demos coming up for us. Here's a little sneak peek to check that out, and we'll go now to Tori.
Hi, I'm Tori William, registered dietitian nutritionist. This is a sneak peek of upcoming cooking demonstrations that will be on YouTube. Hi, welcome to the Indoor Cookout. This is a cooking program brought to you by the Alliance. I am Victoria William. I'm a registered dietitian nutritionist. Today we're making 2 recipes, a grilled personal Greek pizza and grilled pineapple balsamic dessert. So I am starting with some whole wheat store-bought pizza dough, and you want to let it come up to room temperature so it's easier to work with. It allows you to stretch it more easily. I have my dough cutter here, and since we're making personal pizzas, we need to divide this dough. We can divide it into about 6 pieces. Pizza is a great vessel to pack with vegetables. Vegetables are high in fiber, high in vitamins. They have been shown to reduce cancer risk and reduce heart disease risk. So even though pizza gets a bad rap, it is a great vessel to consume more vegetables. So I'm gonna pull this off and flip it so my grilled side is up. I'll reduce the heat while I add the toppings to my pizza. And then for our Greek style pizza, we have some spinach, some Kalamata olives, some julienne red onion, and some canned red peppers. So I'm just going to place these toppings around the pizza. And then I'm gonna slide the pizza with the uncooked side down back onto the grill pan. All right, and then just before serving, you just cut it into 4 pieces. And slide it onto a plate. And you have your veggie packed Greek grilled pizza.
Thanks, Tori. So those cooking demonstrations, there's actually 4 recipes. It's going to be in 2 videos, and they'll be coming out on YouTube on our 55 Plus YouTube channel. That's 55 Plus virtual programs if you want to search for it, if you're not yet subscribed. They'll be coming out in the next few weeks. If you are subscribed, make sure you turn on notifications so you know when those videos are available. If you're not subscribed, you can visit the link. We'll put it in the chat. And if you're on YouTube, of course, make sure you hit that subscribe button where you are right now. We appreciate it. So now for our final segment, we have Top 5. And we're talking about Mother's Day photos, right?
So our 55 Plus Live Top 5 is a celebration of mothers this week. This Sunday is Mother's Day, and we actually had 6 submissions, so it's really a top 6.
Yeah.
But we're going to do something a little bit different. We have pictures of some of our 55 Plus members, mothers and them when they were young, and so we're just going to play some music, a little bit of music,
Yep.
and feature some of these pictures.
All right.
So enjoy.
Yeah, we'll be right back. that was so great. Thank you, everybody, for those submissions. And you have something about Carl's picture that you wanna
Yes.
share.
So Carl also emailed me with just a little memory of his mom that I also wanted to share. He wrote, one of my best memories of my mom was for my birthday back in the 60s, Mom took my brother and me to see A Hard Day's Night at the local theater. Even though we mostly heard the screaming teenage girls in the theater, she stuck it out with us until the end. She said, from what she could tell, it was a well-made movie, and the Beatles were naturally talented actors as well as musicians. Go, Mom. She sounds like a cool mom,
She
Carl.
does sound like a pretty cool mom.
Yes.
She raised a pretty cool kid, too, I think.
Yeah, I would agree. And the picture that Carl sent in was actually his mom and both of his grandmothers.
Oh, very
So we just want to wish everybody out there a happy Mother's Day. Happy
Absolutely.
Mother's Day to your moms, to your grandmothers. And we just hope you have a really beautiful day.
Absolutely. Thank you guys for joining us. We'll see you in the next show. And until then, stay safe and enjoy the weather.
Bye everybody.